Hello, this video is going to be aimed towards my parents that need a little bit of help with our tech resources that we're going to be using in Algebra 1. So right off the bat, let's start with Skyward. Um, so this is what it looks like when you get here. You're going to log in with your ID and password, and then you'll do the family and student access. And I've currently asked our counseling department for a step-by-step guide for how to check your grades, but it is fairly user-friendly. So if you go here and log in, you can check your child's grades. And once I get that step-by-step guide, I'll send that out as well. Additionally, I make some videos on YouTube. I do not get any. I don't get any extra money for this. I don't have ads enabled. This is strictly to help the students out. Um, so I have a guide on the Shadow Creek High School homepage, my faculty page, the intro and syllabus, Google Classroom, all these kinds of things. And then here's the review of our first week of school, where we did review of 8th grade, and then exponents and radicals, and then the test review that I just made yesterday for our test coming up this Thursday. So I put videos here. You do not need to subscribe. Again, I'm not getting paid for this, but if you would like to, you will see when I put new videos online. So this is one resource for the kids. And then another. This one is both a resource and a requirement. This is Google Classroom. And at this time I've got, I think, nearly all of the students. I think there's 2 or 3 students left that haven't joined the Google Classroom, but I'll be getting them to join during class this week. So when they log in, they'll see a box like this for each of their classes. And if they're a student, it'll look something like this. It won't tell you how many students. And whether you're a student or a teacher, you will see things that are due when those are coming up. And these 2 assignments here, those are actually going to be activities we do for our warm-ups this week, so do not worry about doing those today. In fact, it's best if they don't. So they can click on their class, and again, upcoming over here, it tells you what's coming up due. Later on, we'll be using the Drive folder for some documents and such. You can look for things by topics. So if you want to see only the things that are exponents and radicals, you can click that, and it will only show those posts that I tagged with that. And then you can hit this arrow here to go back. Okay. And so you'll see the newest post towards the top of the stream, and they get older as you go down. And for example, here is my post for this week. Tells you any announcements. Here's my YouTube video, the review for the test, and then tells you by day what we're doing and what links the kiddos need. And there will generally be at least 1 Khan Academy video. For this day, there's 2, and 1 Khan Academy practice for each day. And then any attachments that they may need. Here's my latest version of the calendar, and I'll be posting that again as I add more to it. Here is last week, week 2. Again, all of the links, all of the notes pages are attached here. So if anybody didn't finish their notes or they lost them, they can get those again. And then just a bunch of information for all the students here. And also want to show you the Shadow Creek High School webpage. So this is just the webpage for their high school. And you can find all kinds of stuff. I'm not going to go into all of that here in this video, but um, just about any question you might have, you can probably find in here, or at least find the person you need to ask about that. And then if you go to faculty, and then it's by last name, so you'll find me under H for Hadamenos. And if you or your child has lost the syllabus, you can get another copy of it here. It's got my email information, room number, my schedule, supplies the kiddos should have, my tutorial schedule, various resources, and then just a little bit about myself. And if you go to academics and you go to math, you can see the whole math department. So if your child is not able to come to my Tuesday, Thursday tutorials, they can check with one of these other Algebra 1 teachers, Miss Lacamue, Mrs. Anderson, Mrs. Baker, Miss Heckler. Okay, maybe they would be able to help on occasion. And then, yes, right here, Department Tutorials. If you can click here, then you can see the tutorial schedule for each teacher in the math department. Okay, and then Khan Academy. So khanacademy.org, this is how we are doing a lot of our grades. So this is the website right here. This is what it looks like before you log in. And so there's a couple of ways that you can keep track of your child's efforts through here. You can create an account yourself and add them as your child. Or, of course, you can have them log in and show you. So the first way I'm going to show you is, let me pause the video and log in. All right, so first way I'm going to show you is if you have created your own account and you're looking at your child's account. Now, this website is completely free. If at some point in time you feel like it's been valuable and you'd like to do a donation, they are a 401c nonprofit, but there is no donation required. You do not need to put in a credit card on file or anything like that. In fact, their motto is a world-class education for free for everyone forever. So totally up to you if you would want to support them or not. So if you have created an account for your child, of course you'll have your own profile and such, and you may or may not explore some of the things that are available on this site. There's lots of math options, science and engineering, computing, economics and finance, arts and humanities, test prep. This one right here, the SAT, very valuable here in a little while for our high schoolers. And then college, careers, and more. So just a bunch of information on personal finance, various careers. If your child has a few different career options that they're interested in, and they want to, they're trying to narrow down their choices and see what they really want to do, maybe they can check out these videos. There's a lot of different careers that have somebody that's made a couple of videos about how they got there, what they do, how much money they make, and those kinds of things. So if this is your parent account, you would click up here where you see your name, and you'll go to Your Children. And you'll see any children that you have here. So I've got my test account linked as my child. So I can click on that and just get kind of a brief summary just looking at this, but you can look more in depth. So it's going to tell you their activity, how many videos they've watched, how many different practice exercises they've done, how many minutes they've worked. Okay, so Hopefully none of the kiddos are doing this, but if they say that they're doing all their work and you check and they've done 4 minutes, then clearly they haven't. Um, and you can look at it by 1, 7, or 30 days. Okay, you can view their profile. Okay, so right here in this area, they have an option of putting some information for their profile. You can check and make sure that you're okay with whatever they put down. Perhaps you don't want them to put where they live or something like that. This streak right here, it'll have an orange box for every day that they've logged in and done some work. It doesn't matter how much, just that they've done some. You'll see an orange box. Any badges that they've earned, which that's not going to be a focus for us. That's a kind of a bonus. Energy points, but you can see their recent activity, okay, and any discussions that they are having. Go back to child summary, and this what we just finished yesterday was the early math mission. That was our homework grade for the month of August, and so whatever this number was right here, that's the grade that they got. And you can see how many skills they haven't started and how many they've started and at the various skill levels that they've achieved on those. This month of September, our mission is going to be the arithmetic mission. And the expectation will be that they master 25% each week. So by this Sunday the 9th, they should have 25%. And then the 16th, they should have 50%, etc. And then you can click on right here for full progress reports. And so here you can look at what skills they've done, which no activity. This is just my test account. What videos they've watched, their overall activity. So in blue, it'll show video minutes. In green, it'll show skill minutes. And then red is how many energy points. So you can see, which days they worked how much. So August 28th, watched 4 minutes of a video. I must have been showing it to a student. 29th, 30th, 31st, 1st, 2nd, and today, no energy points. Okay. And so now I'm going to switch to the student's account to show you a couple other things, in particular the assignments, because you cannot see the assignments from the parent account. So I'm going to pause the video and switch over to that. All right, so now I'm logged into the student account, and so you'll be able to see a few more things if you have them show you within their account. So they'll have this box here, master 100% of early math. This is a goal, and it's a mission. And what the missions are, those are what we're taking for our homework grades. And basically these are, the purpose of this is to spiral back. We call it spiral review, back to previous concepts so that we review these things so that as we're learning new things, we're not forgetting old things. Now this first month of August, early math, these are things like 2 + 3 = 5. I don't think anybody needed review on that. The reason why we did the early math mission for the first couple of weeks was so that the students had an opportunity to learn the website with some easier material, so that the harder material they're either doing in class where I can assist them with the technology, or they've already had some experience. So in September, they should be able to navigate the arithmetic mission just fine on their own. And then as I add these other ones, you'll see these boxes pop up in their profiles as well. And then assignments. So the assignments are the classwork that we do, and that's the classwork grade. So the missions are the homework grade, the assignments are the classwork grade. Now when they first log in, they're only going to see the assignments that are due in the next 7 days. It will not show them any old assignments. To do that, they will need to click here on the Assignments tab. And in the Assignments tab, again, you'll see the goals, the missions, and the assignments. And it defaults to the upcoming assignments, those that are due in 7 days. But if they click here on the past, they can look at all the past assignments. So any that they've forgotten or missed, or perhaps got a lower grade on than they would like. I don't automatically take the grade of the first attempt. I very much am a proponent of mastery learning. And so if it takes one student one time on an exercise to master it, and then they're ready for the next thing, I think that they should do it one time and move on to the next thing. But if another student needs 10 times to practice that skill, then that should be fine as well. I don't think that they should be punished or discouraged from doing so. So I encourage them to keep doing it, maybe watching videos or getting some help until they get the grade that they would like, and then move on to the next thing. And so that's it. Just a quick overview from a parent perspective of the various resources that we are using. I've had some questions on all of these things, and I just wanted to help clear that up for anybody that maybe hasn't asked the question, or I didn't quite answer it correctly. But do please feel free to call, text, or email me with any questions that you have. That's for the parents only. Students, as discussed before, need to have either their parent contact me, or they can ask me their questions on Google Classroom. So within the class, if they have a question about an assignment or maybe something coming up this week, they can come here and they can write their comments. And because this is publicly accessible, they can ask me the questions here and I can answer them here. All right. Thank you.